As I live and breathe, y'all, Donald Trump found guilty. I feel like I just met a Martian or won an argument with my wife. I mean, I'm thrilled, but can it really be so? A rich and powerful white held accountable in this country? Be still my heart. Not everyone feels the same way, though. Right now, all of our nation's worst and dimmest are out there hollering, you know, if they can do this to a president, they can do it to anybody, right? You're just like, yeah, no, actually, that's kind of the whole point of this, because see, that's how laws are supposed to work. So don't worry, you'll figure it out. Bless their hearts, man. Y'all watch out for your MAGA friends and family right now. They're really flailing after this. They're doing that thing they were doing after he first got indicted, where they're arguing through gritted teeth and teary eyes that they're thrilled at this outcome. They're like wearing a "fuck your feelings" shirt, just like, this is great. This is so good. You know why? Because we're super winning now. Trump all the way. I've been getting texts all day from people like, I didn't know who I was going to vote for, but now I know it's Trump all the way. Guess what? You just gave us the whole black vote. They love crime. I hope you're happy. I'm thrilled. It's like, really? This is going to put Trump over the top? Like, who are these mythical, moderate, fence-sitting, undecided voters who were previously calmly comparing the competing domestic, foreign, and fiscal policies of these two candidates? But now they're like, well, now that I've seen that Trump got found guilty by a jury of his peers of 34 counts of felonious dirtbaggery. That's all you had to say. I know what I'm about. Like, I don't buy it. I don't really think this is going to move the needle in either direction. I think most people know where they're at on Trump, but I still love this. But first of all, just on principle, but also I love anything that so clearly highlights the egregious nature of their hypocrisy. Right now, we've got the lock her up law and order contingent out here bending over backwards to justify why they think the next president of the United States should be a convicted felon. A convicted felon, perhaps their most hated class of human being, by the way. As someone with felons in his family, I can tell you that for years now, these people have been utterly disdainful of it. For years, these people's outlook on convicted felons has been that they are dangerous, scary, untrustworthy, useless, that the context of their transgression was completely irrelevant from the moment it occurred. There's no pass and go, no $200 straight into jail, straight into the trash can, forevermore, no path to redemption, no road to rehabilitation. You have proven yourself unfit to participate in our society until the end of time. That was their outlook on convicted felons until now. Now, convicted felon is the most admirable quality of their doughy deity. Now, these people are out here in the streets making straight-faced arguments that though Trump could not pass a background check to be the custodian at a middle school, he should be giving back the keys to the White House. That though Trump cannot vote for himself, he should be picking the most highly powered justices in the land. That though Trump can no longer own a gun legally, he should have the nuclear codes. They're making these arguments with a straight face, and if you pointed out that hypocrisy to them, their response would probably be, yeah, but all those other felons were poor and brown, so pretty different. All pride, no shame. What else needs to be said? Love y'all. All right, before we continue, YouTube, let's take a look at how the media is covering this monumental story. All right, y'all, we're here on Ground News' website. Ground News, the sponsor of this video. You can see here, they've aggregated the stories about Trump's response to his own conviction. And right off the bat, you can see up here it says Trump slams trial as rigged, disgraceful, after he is found guilty on all counts. We can see so far 24 sources, pretty evenly distributed amongst left, center, and right-leaning biases there. But see, this is what Ground News does, guys. Ground News is a startup and service that aims to combat bias in the media by adding context and transparency to all the news you consume. And you can see how that works here, right? You can see down here at the bottom, like I said, they bring all the various articles together, and before you ever even click on an article, you get more information than you're going to get anywhere else. You get the degree of factuality, you get the bias, you get the ownership group, and you can start to see how these various things impact the way things are reported. So you can sort by left-leaning bias. You can see here the left-leaning bias, their headline about this same story, it says that Trump falsely blasts the rigged trial, which I would say is accurate. But if you look at the right-leaning outlet, their headline for the same article is Trump vows to defeat the verdict and Biden at Trump Tower. Well, imagine how differently someone who isn't as media savvy would look at those two stories. Imagine your Aunt Tammy, who never keeps up with nothing politically. If she only sees this story, she's going to be like, damn, Trump's doing pretty good. Likewise, if she only sees this story, she's going to get a semblance of truth out of it. So you can see how much extra context Ground News is bringing to the table. A couple other quick things. One of my favorite features, their blind spot feature. I can show you that here. This shows you articles and stories that are not being covered on either side of the political spectrum. It gives you some insight outside of your own bubble, which is always important for us to have. And then lastly, we all have our own biases. I just referenced it on Ground News on your account page. You can check out your own media bias. They keep a running record for you and some great stats on the articles you've read and the biases you've consumed, whether you knew it or not. Those are just some of the features
that you can find on Ground News.
All right, so if you like the sound of that, you can click the link in the description below to try out Ground News today. You can try it out for free, or you can get 40% off their highest tiered Vantage program. They are a subscription-based service, which means there are no ads. Hits pretty hard. It's an election year, and y'all, it's never been more important. Push back on the bias and BS. Try Ground News today. All right, so 1 guilty down. Well, 134 guilties down. How many more is that to go? I don't know. I can't even keep track with all of his criminal misgivings out there. The next trial is going to be what? How he did the treason, or how he did the other which treason? There's 2 treason trials, right? How many? And then there's a classified document. I don't know. I can't keep up with it. But either way, hey, this portends well for the future, or does it? Because of his cronies, he's already been able to put in place in the justice system. We already know that Trump's other trials are not going to happen until after the election, which renders them all a little bit moot. I've said the whole time. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad he got found guilty, but I've said the whole time this particular case would be like if you found out that you're vehemently aggressive high school bully got in trouble but for like littering in the parking lot or something. You're like, well, he used to shove me into lockers and stuff. You couldn't get him on anything more than that. That's what this feels like, but it is better than nothing. But I don't think this is going to amount to jail, probably just probation. The good juicy ones are not till later, but none of that is going to matter if he don't lose. He has to lose. Don't misunderstand what I was saying in the first part of this video. I'm not confident at all, because I know this is America and we can't have nice things, and hope is a lie and only the darkness is real. And we all know that if he happens to win, we'll never hear another word about any of this. And that would be pretty typical of the way things have gone. But that's why job one has been, continues to be, and will always remain until we get through November, making sure that his ass has no more opportunities to pull this shit in the first place. So just vote. That's all I know to say. I know things in Israel don't hit, things in a lot of the world don't hit, but they'll not hit a whole lot more if this sumbitch don't lose. That's all I know to say. All right, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna put these things up here. It's my special. Still rolling with that for now. Hoping to make another one in the near future. Watch that. Click the circle to subscribe to the channel. Click the other circle to check out TreyCrowder.com for my tour dates. I'm a stand-up comedian. Really, come see me on the road. Really, if you keep watching these things, I'll keep making them. I appreciate it very much. I love you like chicken. See you. Bye.